What's popping, what's popping, what's popping, what's popping? And this is your girl, Tell the Royale One. And yes, I'm back with another video. And I always tell my channel, what works for you just might not work for me. And what worked for me just might not work for you. But that's okay. Keep it pushing. We don't have the fucks to give for negative energy. Keep it pushing. You already know the deal. Just moving forward. Now look, we don't sit down and we don't talk about depression and we don't talk about mental illness. Well, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna be the one that's gonna sit down and try to help people to the ones who do suffer with depression to kind of like, be able to have some type of home remedy that you can do at home for depression and mental illness. A lot of the times depression comes, it's not a normal immune. Depression is not a normal immune. It's not. And a lot of the times depression comes from emotions of traumatic experiences, emotions from abuse. It could be childhood suffers. It could be mental illness suffers. And it could be also just obsessively patterns that we're used to doing things because we are so attached to holding on to things, then letting go. And that can cause depression as well too. Depression also, what it does here, depression also causes a person's mood to change, or it can cause someone to be like it could have a lot to do with like past experiences, and it could have a lot to do with painful or holding some type of anxiety, some type of incident could have happened. I feel like too, it could also be, depression could be caused by a death of a loved one, or some type of sickness and illnesses, or some type of pain and anxiety. That can be such as someone losing their job, losing a relationship, or going through hardship in a relationship circumstances, or that could be something such as someone losing money or losing a career or losing a position in a job. Everybody suffer through depression in a different way. And I feel like depression is also when a person is losing weight or they're overeating. So that depression can cause a lot of the health to deteriorate if you're not really paying attention to what's going on. So, okay, let's talk about it. Depression is caused by things that are, like I said, traumatic experiences. How do we cope with those traumatic experiences? Once we accept what has happened, what can we do to change the way that we feel? So immediately, once you feel like you are depressed or you in some type of state of depression, I feel like you should ask yourself at times, like, what is making me depressed? Why am I depressed? Okay, I feel this way, but what is making me feel this way? What can I do to change the way that I feel about this situation or about the way I'm feeling about myself? Because I feel like somebody needs to hear, somebody suffers with major depression here and they don't know how to, it's like you see therapy, you go through therapy, but you still not getting a clear answer or a clear view on what to do or how to handle a situation when it comes to dealing with depression, So I feel like it's home remedies that I can show you guys, because I am a Reiki healer, on how to deal with depression, okay? First of all, when you feel depressed, you ask yourself, why do I feel so depressed? What is making me feel the anxiety that I feel, whether that is pain, whether that is mourning, whether that is a loss. What is making me feel this way? And it's easy said than done, but when you really accept the situation for what it is, or when you really accept things and allow things to be what they are, a lot of things are easy to maintain. So it could be something like we use as voids, because I know a lot of people use different voids to cover what they really feel. Whether that's you laughing not to cry, whether that is you using drug substance to avoid what you really feel, or avoid the situation, or to avoid the pain, or to avoid the anxiety of not knowing how to get out of a situation that is tormental to you. So I feel like a lot of people need to be focused based upon, it's all about too the things that you're eating too. I feel like depression, you can choose how you're going to master yourself, because you are the master. You are capable of mastering what it is that you want in your life. So even if you are depressed, you can still find a way to cope through it. You don't have to use substance as a void. You don't have to use whatever type of void, because everybody use some type of void, whether that's overeating or eating more sweets. Because I feel like I've come across a lot of people that be depressed and they'll eat sweets, or they'll gain up a certain amount of weight, or they'll lose a certain amount of weight, which cuts their appetite of eating, or they find themselves in a situation they figure they can't come out. So the way that they cope, they would drink or they would do some type of drug substance to cope with whatever it is that they're facing on a daily basis, not to feel the pain, not to feel the anxiety, not to feel the reality of what's really going on. And it's all about the mental. It's all about the mental. And I don't want to rub nobody the wrong way, and I'm trying to be as sensitive as I can be with the situation, because talking about depression and mental illness, we never really sit down and talk about what we can do, like, to help heal ourselves the natural way, the authentic way of healing. Because a lot of people spend a lot of money going to doctors and therapies, and a lot of people spend a lot of money on research, on finding out what is their problem, and trying to figure out how could they fix their issues, when really you can have natural substance at home. You can use natural remedies at home. You can use your capabilities naturally and fix a situation. So like I said, the first thing that you're going to do is recognize the problem. I have a problem. Second thing is, how can I accept what is going on, and what can I do to change the situation? So it's easy said than it is done, but it's really easy and simple. And I don't want to make it simple to some people, because like I said, a lot of people suffer with depression in different ways. Loss of a loved one, weight gain, excessive weight gain. And, people feel like they don't have the structure or the discipline to move forward. You do. You are beautiful. You are someone who is loved. You are loved by the divine. If no one told you you are loved, you are loved. Because a lot of people need to know that they are loved in order to face and feel the obsession patterns of holding on to the fact of things that they could fail, or they could possibly, they not the one, or things won't work out. These are all mental. It's all about the mental. So we're going to talk more about this. I feel like it has a lot to do too with relationships that you have with family members, how a person was treated. Because I feel like people forget what a person done for them, but they remember how you made them feel. So a lot of the times people will do things to cover up the fact of it's some type of abuse or some type of trauma. Whether that's you going to a buffet and eating your stomach out, or whether that is you overly exercising because you don't want to face what you're going through in reality, or whether that is you drinking more than you would usually drink, the amount that you would usually drink, not to feel what you're going through in the reality. I feel like we all go through different situations, and we all deal with depression different. Y'all take what resonate, leave the rest, but this is going to help somebody. And I feel like I have some type of, remedies you can use without getting over-the-counter medication and stuff like that. I like to keep things authentic, organic, So I'm gonna show y'all some. I'm gonna give y'all some type of herbs that y'all can also use, when it comes to depression. You can actually make you some type of drink here, And I feel like this drink is only to drink when you feel the way you feel. It's pure water. You use water, okay? But you put Ginkgo. Now, it could be said different. It's spelled Ginkgo, and it's a leaf. You can use that. You can cover, like put lavender around you, because lavender is very friendly. Lavender brings a lot of peace and a lot of healing and a lot of tranquility in situations. Rosemary, and saffron, and St.Johns wort. That is all herbs. You can use these herbs to put in a drink. All you need is a bottle of water. You can put these particular herbs in this water and drink. You can drink this every now and then. When you drink it, meditate. When you start feeling a certain kind of way about depression, or you start feeling a certain way that you're down, or your energy is messed up, or you feel some kind of way about, like, why am I feeling like this all of a sudden? I'm talking to those who suffer with depression, And I don't want to make it sound as simple because it's not as simple. You have to work through this. You have to actually do the work. But I feel like people spend thousands of dollars on therapy when we can really heal ourselves, because it's a lot of ways that we can heal ourselves. Back then, when it was just our ancestors, they didn't have medical doctors. They had witch doctors. They had witch practitioners that were doctors, but they didn't have like the medical doctors that we have now. So we had to use what we had. And a lot of the times the things that are authentic and the herbals that we were using, it worked better than any over-the-counter medicine or any over-the-counter prescriptions that are prescribed for you, like, for pain and stuff like that. You can look up stuff. Start looking up herbs for pain. You can use your herbs. Put your herbs in your smoothie. Put your herbs in your drink. If you drink tea a lot, or if you're the type of person to drink water, just drop a little pinch in there. It's the intention behind everything. Like I tell everybody, it's the mental part, the intention. So, we're gonna discuss and talk more about it, but I feel like I just had to come with something right quick. Because somebody needs some type of healing when it comes to depression. But everything is going to be okay. You can smile. 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 If you're depressed, smile. It does not matter what you're going through. This is only temporary. That's what you tell yourself. What I am going through is only temporary. I will, and I am going to manage to fix what it is that I need to fix about myself. Even if that's me just healing and going within and figuring out the things that I don't like, the things that I do like, the things that I'm enduring at this time, the things that make me happy, the things that make me sad, what triggers me. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get to know more about yourself while doing this. So as you're doing this, I'm also sending you some type of love healing, like self-love healing. So you're going to learn more about yourself as well as we talk about this on this channel. We're going to start to talk about, this is a little different today. Like I said, we're not doing cards. I decided to talk about, we're not going to talk about mental health today, mental issues, but we're going to talk about depression, I feel like it's not of normal. It's not a normal thing, and I did a lot of studying, a lot of researching over the years, and I find people hold on to obsessive ways of not being able to cope because they void the pain and the anxiety that they really feel. And like I said, everybody deals with depression differently. Some people overspend. Some people just spend money because they feel some kind of way. Some people overeat or they lose weight. Some people drink, or some people they do other drug substance, and it's ways to cope besides doing those things. Because you see, when you do those things, you allow those things to become part of your energy. So now that makes that an attachment, and it becomes a regulatory, like something that is regularly done, and that's not good. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. And that's what I have for today, y'all. I will be back with another reading because I'm going to do a reading, but I did want to talk about depression. So I know it's not going to resonate with everybody. And like I said, it's more knowledge on depression, but I'm giving you from my standpoint of view because I am a Reiki healer and that is what I do. So hit the like button, share, subscribe, and most definitely share the video, y'all. We will be back with another video. Thanks for watching.